came into Galilee, preaching the gospel of the kingdom of Yahweh, and saying, the time is fulfilled, and the kingdom of Yahweh is at hand.
Repent ye and believe the gospel.
I said the time is at hand. Right? Repent ye and believe the gospel. Right? Meaning what? This is the time of what? Repentance. Right? This is the time of what? Awakening. Right? This is the time of remembrance. Right? I've been talking about this heavily lately. Remember. Why? Because that's the spirit that's upon the face of the earth right now. That spirit that's upon the face of the earth right now is the time of awakening, the time of remembrance, the time of people being stirred up. That's what we do in these last days. You understand? Because it wasn't always like this. Right? That's like you read about in the book of Revelation chapter 6 when we're talking about the barley of the full measure. Meaning what? That knowledge wouldn't utterly be destroyed or taken away from us. It was diminished.
Right.
It was diminished. Because we had a period in time where it wasn't heavily being pushed or heavily known. Like how it's being passed. You just talked about earlier with a couple years ago, and not just a couple years ago, but period, on how the Most High God uses different people to continue to push forward this truth. Push it forward. Some people may say, man, but at the end of the day, hey, that just like you tell you in the book of what is that? Sirach. When a rich man speaking, everybody listen. When a poor man speaking, man, nobody take it for count of it. Roughly paraphrasing. So, with that being said, what's going on, King? You doing all right? Yeah. You remember what your nationality is? You remember what God called us? Israelite. That's right. Continue to endure. So, the Lord is just using these men, you understand, for his benefit at the end of the day. What? The furtherance of the truth. Right? The furtherance of the truth. And that's what we do. Man. What's going on, King? Y'all doing all right, man? Y'all remember what your nationality is? Y'all remember what God called you?
No fingernail polish, brother.
No, I thank him. We talk full my skin color.
God's holy people, man. We think like, so look, you got that? Yeah. Bring it up on the shelf.
The book of Sirach, chapter 13, verse number 23.
Bring it out.
When a rich man speaketh,
Lord said, when a rich man speak, what?
every man hold of his tongue.
Everybody will listen to what that man got to say. With a man of renown, you understand? And you can be renowned and wicked. Just because you renowned don't mean righteous. You can be renowned and wickedness. But when a rich man says something, then what?
And look, what he like you read from the top. When a rich man speaketh, every man hold of his tongue. And look, what he said. They extol it to the clouds.
Meaning what? They put that above. They put his word. What they used to say in the world, word is coming. Right? Word is coming. Right? They'll say what a rich man say, or somebody of renown throughout the world. They'll take his word and then set it above everything else, because it came from that person. Go ahead.
But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this?
And you know Jake quick to be like, who man's this? But they be like, man, sit down, right? You feel me? Or they start trying to get on you. Or they are Jacob. But nonetheless, Jacob was quick to get him saying something wise, saying something nice, or so on and so forth, or whatnot. And say, man, but it's somebody that they hold in high regard said, that's what they ain't taking his bond. They ain't taking his law. They say that's law. Hey, y'all God's chosen people, sisters. Y'all be safe while y'all down here. So, with that being said, man, the Lord understands this as well. Obviously, the Lord understands it.
I'm on it.
Right? Obviously, the Lord understands it. He the one that's using them in the first place to do what? Broadcast. To push it forward. What's going on? What's your nationality? If you don't mind me asking. Like your ethnicity, so on and so forth. So, what's your nationality? Where you from? If you don't mind me asking. Like, what's your ethnicity?
African.
Africa, where you from?
East
East Africa? What part? Ethiopia?
know it.
Okay. What about you? Same? You said where? Oh, Eritrea? Okay. All right. Y'all be cool while y'all down here, all right?
Yeah.
So, the Lord will use the rich man to get his word and get his point across. Right? And guess what? They'll be saying the same exact thing on all the servants of the Lord when it comes to right? But it's just something about when we come from what? Right? When they come from and in the worldly sense. Right? And that's okay. He like that, man. I like it. He like that. They ain't doing nothing but what? But helping this. They ain't doing nothing but helping the truth get what? Push forward, man. And that's what we need. You understand? Just like that one dude, even that one dude, he be with DC Young Fly.
You talking about with the ball one?
Huh?
You talking about the ball one?
Nah, I know you talking about. Nah, and it's the other one. Light skinned brother, he got the Nike check in the floor. He a comedian, right? But he an Israelite. Like he be wearing fringes and everything. Right, but they just did the thing not too long ago with the brother from yeah. So like, but even him, like he outspoken about it, and he be doing like funny videos about Israelites. You feel me? Or funny videos about the laws of the Lord and so on and so forth. You understand? But all those things at the end of the day, they don't do nothing but help. Right? Do what? Push forward the truth. Bring awareness. All we need is awareness. Right, and the Lord knows how to. The Most High God is the best marketer on the face of the planet, right? And period, not a face of the planet, but period. He's the greatest marketer, right? You got people that go to school for marketing, right? I went to college for marketing, right? But guess what? Nobody knows how to market better than the Lord, better than the Most High God, man. To understand how to get this going, how to get that going, how to uprise this, how to bring this to fruition, how to bring this forward, right? And the list goes on. What's your nationality? You alright?
Yeah, I'm right, yeah.
You sure? What's that? You even got? What's your nationality? Your ethnicity. Okay, alright. Ask you a question. You believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever find the term African American in the Bible?
Not off the top of my head.
No, it ain't in there. Right? So, if we not, or if who we claim to be, right, according to society, if that term is not in the Bible, then who are we really? Because shouldn't who you are be found in the Bible? Right? You think race not in the Bible? Or you just saying you never really heard
Not
race?
like white, black.
Well, that's because white, black, African American, Caucasian, these are all man-made terms.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got terms that predate Caucasian, African American, black person, white person, Asian person, Chinese person. Those are new terms.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But you got a whole 18 nations of people that you read about in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And those nations not vanished off the face of the earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if somebody asks like about the Israelites, right? Who are the Israelites?
That Egypt, Moses.
Yeah, they did come from. They did. That's right. Who would you say they are today?
Good question.
People from Israel, right? Okay, cool. How come they the only people whose name is found in the Bible, other than obviously got Ethiopians? How come they the only ones whose name is found in the Bible as far as their nation?
Well, basically, Solomon. You know the house of Solomon in Ethiopia?
Yeah.
So, right after Haile Selassie, the emperor, last emperor of Ethiopia, Solomon dynasty was in Ethiopia. King Solomon, has ties to Israel. Kind of, I guess it all kind of correlates.
Well, I asked you about the Israelites though.
Yeah. I guess it's
Not
like
necessarily.
why they
How come you got me and you, right? Me and you, they would classify us as African American, right? We can't find that nowhere in the Bible. Right? Even when you think about the so-called white man, you can't find white man in the Bible. You can't find American in the Bible.
Caucasian
in the Bible. You can't find the Chinese, Japanese. Hey, you can't find these different terms in the Bible.
So why is that?
Well, yeah, but that's more of a rhetorical question. Thing is, and the point is, brother, you gotta understand that no nationality is actually in the Bible. The difference is your nationality has been changed throughout the process of time. Because before they called us African American, what was they called us? They was calling us Negro, colored, right? All these other different terms, right, that lead up to now what they call us, right? But ours keep on changing. You understand? So-called white, they call it white man, European man, Caucasian man, all these different terms, right? Point is, brother, we got to get down to the nitty-gritty of who we are in this book, because in this book you got blessings, in this book you got curses. Right? In this book you got blessings that was given to nations of people. Right? You got curses that was given to nations of people. Right? You got covenants, meaning agreements that was given to a particular nation of people. So what you want to know is the thing, right? Well, what did God promise me and my people? Or what did God promise or bless my people with? Right? Because what they do now, they just try to cover it up and they say we all Gentiles. The word Gentile just means nation.
right?
Everybody on the earth is a nation. How do I know what's talking about me when I open this book? Right? Can I read you 2 scriptures? There you go. All right. You mean Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1.
Give me 28 and 45.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45.
Bring it out.
It reads, moreover, all these curses.
It said, moreover, all these curses. Now the audience are the Israelites. Moses is the one speaking. Like how you talk about how Moses
Shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, shall thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the Lord is saying that these particular group of people, which are who? Right, the Israelites, he's saying, if you hearken, if you don't hearken unto my word, certain things will happen to you, which are curses.
It says, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
So if you don't hearken to listen to his laws, his commandments, doing bad things are going to happen to you.
Right.
Right? Let's read about some of those bad things. Go to Isaiah chapter 42 and 22.
Isaiah chapter 42.
Let's read about what was going on with Israelites during the time of Isaiah.
In verse 22, and he reads,
I'm sure you know who Isaiah is, right? He was an Israelite. Right? Let's see what he was saying about his people.
but this is a people robbed and
He
spoiled.
said, this is a people that have been robbed and spoiled. Obviously, you know what robbed means, right? Taken. And then he's like, well, this is also a people that have been spoiled. Well, nah. See, that's another thing when it comes to words. A lot of words that was used back then, we use them today, but we use them differently. So like spoiled, now when we see that, we say, man, that baby spoiled. Don't spoil that baby. Right? But spoiled means to destroy or be destroyed. Right? That's what if you drink some milk and it's spoiled, it's bad, right?
Yeah.
It's bad. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, it said robbed and spoiled. Right? So meaning what? We was robbed, or this particular group of people, the Israelites have been robbed, taken away from their land. Things that they had was taken away from them, and they was what? Destroyed. Right? Because we don't.
It says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. There are all of them snared in holes.
Snared in holes, meaning traps. Right? So the Lord is also saying in Isaiah, that there's also saying that the Israelites, guess what? They got traps around them. Go over here, it's a trap. Go over here, it's a trap. It's hard to do something, hard to navigate. You know?
And they are hid in prison houses.
So they also get put in the prison houses. Right? So these are traits so far during the time of Isaiah that was happening unto the Israelites. They was robbed. You understand? They was destroyed, right? They had traps all around them. You understand? And they was being put in prison houses. What people do that sound like? Modern day. So-called African American. We've been robbed of everything, including who we are, our land. We don't even know what our homeland is. We just say Africa. Not even understand it's over 50 countries in Africa.
Right.
Right? We just saying some shit somewhere over there in Africa. I don't know. Right? We've been destroyed as a people. We don't know what language we used to speak. We don't know what our apparel was. We don't know what our days we celebrated was. We just get happy because somebody give us a day called Juneteenth. But these are the traits that also, what? They align with our people, right? All right, go to Zechariah. Chapter 11.
It's the book.
Let's see something. Let's see what Zechariah during Zechariah time, what he was saying about Israel.
Zechariah 11 verse 5.
Bring it out.
You read, who possess and slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
So he said they possessors were slaying them. If you possess, don't that mean you what does that mean? What does the word possess mean? Well, not that type of possess. Who's possessors? So if you have a possessor, right? So clearly Zechariah was saying this in captivity. He said whose possessors and owners do what? Slay them and hold themselves not guilty. What people does that have to do about it? What people get killed by their possessors? For sure. And let me make this clear. We're not saying that nothing that we read happens to nobody else on the face of the earth. We're just saying who is it most prevalent amongst, because that's what we was talking to. You see what I'm saying? Because we can say every nation on the earth, you understand, experiences violence. But who is the most prevalent amongst? Unfortunately, our people. Because one, we're being possessed by our people, right? If you want to leave this country, what you gotta do? You gotta get a passport. And some people can't even leave, even if they wanted to, because of certain stipulations that they may have.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you buy anything, any land, whatever the case may be, what you gotta do? You gotta pay property taxes. You gotta pay taxes even if you don't have land. Uncle Sam snacks from your paycheck every 2 weeks, or every week, or however you get paid. You see what I'm saying? That's being possessed. That's us having an owner, because guess what? When you pay taxes, are you giving those taxes to your economy or another man's economy? Another nation, right? Right.
I mean,
What economy do we have? None. We used to have one, but then they blew it up. Right. In Tulsa, Oklahoma. Right? That was the first time in U.S. history they dropped bombs on U.S. soil. And guess who they did it against? Right? That's a fact. Yeah, you can look that up on your own free time. Right? But the point is, now we're subject to what? We get our money, and we got to give it back to them. Everybody has to do that. You want to know what the difference is? I'm glad you said it. You want to know what the difference is? Guess what? Let's just say the Chinese man. We got Chinese people in America, right? This is called, they call America the Great Melting Pot. The Chinese man can get his money and send it back where? The Arab man can get his money and send it back where? Wherever they from. Right? So-called white man, obviously they give it back to their own land, which really ain't theirs, but you get my drift. Right? The East Indian man can get his money and send it back where? Right. The African man, you know what I mean? Africans come here, work, just to send their money back to Africa and build a house or build something for their family or put it into their economy back in Africa. A lot of people. Right. All right. Go work a warehouse job and you'll figure out.
Right.
Right. So my point is, everybody got a what? Got an economy that they can give back to. What economy do you have to give back to? What government structure do you have to give back to? That's yours. You don't have one. What army, if you wanted to fight for your people, what army could you go enlist in?
good question. U.S. military, but
Is that our army? or is that another nation of people army? Just because it's us in it, don't make it ours.
Right.
Because guess what? You fighting for another man's country. Your country on the other side of the earth.
I mean, Ethiopia has their own Air Force and Army. I mean, every
We not
country-
Ethiopians, bro.
I mean, I guess. You would have to-
I mean, nah, not even like that. We literally not Ethiopians.
Right,
You can tell
right.
Ethiopian from us.
Yeah.
Not that it's strictly based off of looks, but you know what I'm saying. We not Ethiopians, so guess what? They got that for themselves. They got their own army, their own government, their own legislation, their own laws, all that. Land, everything. They're not going through what we going through.
I mean,
It ain't no way around it, bro.
I don't need around it. I mean, you can always just have to build your own future.
I mean, we're not talking about building the future, brother. We're talking about literally right now. Who can you give us? Who can you give to? What army? What economy? What government do we have? We don't have it. We're subject. The fact that when we think about army or government or economy, we immediately think about America. So let us know everything we need to know right there. Because guess what? This is the same America that raped, robbed, and murdered our ancestors and took this land away from the Native Americans. If I take you from your mother's house or your father's house, if I take you and put you in my house and now I say you my son, did that make you my son, bro? No. No. Right? I mean, not in no sense.
No sense, man.
Because I took you from somewhere else.
Right.
Or if I get to a family and I kick them out the crib, I say, this is my house. Is it really mine? No. See what I'm saying? So, just because another nation of people come over here to a land that wasn't theirs and then establish their own stuff here, don't make it ours. It's not ours. Right? You know what I'm saying? But, that's what we're working towards. You understand? Through the Spirit of God, the Most High God. Not working towards an economy and all that stuff, which we are getting to that point, but most importantly, our kingdom. That's what really matters, right? So, at the beginning, like we was talking about before we got into that soliloquy, this right here sound like what people, like we already said, sound like us, right? Sound like the same things we going through on a day-to-day basis. I'm talking, I say us, I'm talking about obviously our people as a whole, right? Now, let's go to Deuteronomy 28:68.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
Here reads up.
I gotta go here.
Yeah, that's the last one.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt.
Right, that word Egypt goes back to the Hebrew word Montezorn, which means between two straits. That's an ancient way of saying stuck between the rock and the hard, aka bondage, slavery, and captivity. Is it a good thing to be stuck between a rock and a hard place? Right, no. Right, is it a good thing to be in slavery? What about put inside of an iron furnace? Nah, if I put you in an iron furnace, you're gonna be uncomfortable, right? That's the point. Watch this, read that again.
It says, and the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt.
To Egypt, bondage, slavery, captivity. You know about this, when the Israelites was in Egypt, was they having fun? Right, they was in slavery. So like,
What they Egypt part of Africa though?
yeah, but that got to do with it.
So I was reading something about
Yeah.
if we enslaved their own people, and a lot of people don't know this, but there were also white people back in the late Hebrew times, but there was the barbarian pirates.
Yeah.
They don't know, right? And this is just fact, right? That barbarians were black. Black Africans, and they enslaved white people.
So what's your point?
My point is that
Alright, we can address that.
I still think race has to define any.
Okay, we can address that, but I want to stay on topic of this right here, right after this. We done with that?
It says, and the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt.
Right, bondage and slavery, because it's a fact that when the Israelites was in Egypt, they was in slavery. Read.
Again with ships.
We said with ships, because what is it saying? It's not saying they're going to really go back to the land last week. Egypt is synonymous slaves for what words? Bondage, slavery, captivity. Right? Step into the bondage of arms being uncomfortable. So Moses is telling the Israelites, if you don't hearken unto the Lord, you're going to go back into slavery via what? Slave ships. Right? What people want in slavery via slave ships? Predominantly. Right? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You see what I'm saying? Throughout various points in history. Right? I know everybody's favorite one or most recognizable one was 1619, but nevertheless, the point is Moses prophesied that this would happen. And it happened. Right? And it happened to a particular group of people. Those signs point to what people, right? So by default, who are these descendants that Moses was talking to? Modern day. Good question. Right. Because does the Israelis over there in that land, do they fit these different things? Right, not really. Because why? They actually the ones that was funding, right, the wood for the ships to be built to take us over here in the first place. Right. They were funding those different things. Right? So that's something you can look into as well when you're on your free time. You seem like you somebody that kind of like to do research, which is a good thing. Right, but nevertheless, right, they funded those different things, projects, so on and so forth. Not to mention, us going into slavery on ships, right, is more than that, right? It's right.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt again with ships. By the river of, I expect to thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Read, watch this.
And there ye shall be sold to your enemies.
So after you get off them slave ships, you're going to be sold to your enemies. I see that happen. Read.
For a bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you.
That word buy in the Hebrew goes back to redeem. Right? We haven't been redeemed on our captivity.
Right.
We're still in the same landmass we must be brought to.
Right, right.
You see what I'm saying? And we're subject to the powers that be. You see what I'm saying? And our homeland in which we did come from, it's another nation of people occupied. And if we go over there to that land, and there's certain benefits we really can't get unless we do things like join armies and so on and so forth. Right? Because we have people that actually try to go over there and establish their own colonies or whatever, however you want to name it. Nevertheless, the point is these signs point to us. Right. So what am I saying? I'm saying that we actually equal Israel. Right. Actually, God chosen people from one of the 12 tribes. Right. Your brother will more than likely be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Right? Your father, right, would be, according to society, an American, black, or African American, right? So you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's your God-given nationality. Right? So Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, all the way down, that makes up the 12 tribes. A lot of times you don't hear people talk about the 12 tribes, you just hear Jews. But there's 12 different tribes.
Right, right.
Right, which make up the nation of Israel.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why we come out here and we try to explain and try to, uncover the different things of how we understand and know we are the Israelites. Right, the true Israelites according to the Bible. Right, not just according to belief or this or that, but we can go through the scriptures and bring out these different things to show why we believe what we believe. Right, with more than just what we brought out. Now, you talked about, you said, we should all just get together, right?
I don't see why we have to define race as just like.
I mean, well, God defined the people by race.
Yeah, but I mean.
So we were never wanted to niggas together. Did you know that? Want me to show you in the Bible?
Yeah, sure.
Go to Leviticus chapter 20 and 24.
Leviticus chapter 20, and verse number 24.
Bring it out.
It reads thus.
Even from the beginning, the Lord always separated the nations of people. Right, go ahead.
It says, but I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey.
A land that flows with milk and honey. Go ahead.
I am the Lord your God.
Say, I am the Lord your God. Who's the audience right now? Right. Israelites. Say, I'm the Lord your God. Go ahead.
Which have separated
It
you
said, which have separated you, read,
from other people.
other people. The Lord never wanted his people to be mingled with the other nations.
Right.
The Lord never wanted anybody to be mingled amongst one another. Because when that happens, when we mingle amongst the other nations, what happens? We start to learn their words. We start to do after the things that they do. And the Lord told us not to do after the other nations. You see what I'm saying? So I see what you're saying as far as why do it matter, or we can all just get together, but the Lord literally don't want that. Because when we do those things, we start to follow after them instead of following after the Most High.
Right.
That's what got us in this position even in the first place.
Okay.
Because we follow what the other nations do. You see what I'm saying?
I see.
Like, even when you read the law, I'm gonna let you go, but even when you read the law, there's plenty of times throughout the law where the Lord is telling you not to do something that the Egyptian is doing, or not to be like the Egyptians because they just left out of the land of Egypt. So the Lord is like, hey, I know they was doing this, but don't do this. Why? Because we're separate. The word holy literally means separate or different. People think the word holy means you just real good and righteous and all. The word holy means you're different or separate. How can we be a holy people if we just like the other nations?
Right.
Or doing it or partaking in what they partake in. That would defeat the purpose. Also, last thing, every time we get with the other nations, bad stuff happens.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I mean, it is what it is. Every time we mix and mingle and this and that, it never goes well with us. So what we got to do is we got to, instead of trying to mix and mingle and get on the good side and get along with all the other nations, one, we got to get along with the Most High God, right? And find out what he like, what he don't like, so on and so forth. And we got to cleave unto him and start doing that with our people. Get on good terms with our people. What's your name? Renzo? Nice talking to you, brother, all right? Y'all here? Y'all here? All right, be safe while you're down here, brother. What's going on? You said what?
What's the book?
Book? Well, we reading out the Bible, and this is called the Apocrypha. Apocrypha, right? Apocrypha in the Greek means hidden books, right? Because these are the books that was taken out of the original 1611 King James Bible, right? So you got books like First Ezra, Second Ezra, Wisdom of Solomon, right? Sirach.
Can I stop you? So, a question, like, right now, what you're saying, what are you trying to teach?
What are we trying to teach?
What do you want to teach me?
What do we want to teach you? We want to teach you.
Teach me something.
What's your
I know-
nationality?
Hold on. So I know you want to teach me. Let's teach me something.
All right, what's your nationality if you don't mind me asking?
Like,
Bessie, what about you?
Me too.
Okay, you too? Okay, so
Alberta.
you said what?
Alberta?
Roberto?
Yeah.
All right, y'all here.
Right here?
Nice to meet you.
Pedro.
Pedro?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Y'all here. So look. So
Yeah,
look.
I got a friend that's named here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, it's a beautiful name, right? So look. What we out here to teach our people is who we are according to what God said. Because y'all just called yourselves Mexican. Okay, cool. Right? A lot of my people, they will call themselves African American or black or whatever the case may be. People will call themselves Puerto Rican or Haitian. These are all terms that was given to us by our oppressors. You see what I'm saying? Right? Before Mexican, y'all was calling yourselves something else. Like Aztec, Inca, so on and so forth.
Well, that's ancestry.
Say that one more time.
Ancestry? That's your ancestry. Like, I'm assuming your ancestry is, African American.
Well,
Or
nah.
no? I don't
No, you good. No, you good. You good. I actually want y'all to
Like,
ask.
people could say, oh, you're South American. Like, no, I'm North American. That's not Mexican.
So, I see what you're saying. So these are the terms that we move in pertaining to what we've been taught.
Good boy.
You see what I'm saying? What we've been taught. We've been
Nice to meet
taught,
you.
okay, if you was born in America, if you're a so-called black man, then you're African American.
So what should we call ourselves?
Yeah.
We can't call us what our brothers call us.
That's
So the
what we
proper
get down
term
to.
that we need to call ourselves is human beings, instead of God, and that's it.
You don't mind if we...
Good. So I'm gonna answer that question. Go to the book of give me the book of First Chronicles. The book of First Chronicles. That's a good question. Chapter 12.
Because if we're not supposed to call it.
Yeah, well, we gotta go by what we gotta go by what we gotta go by what the higher power calls
Should we
because
call-
God gave everybody a God-given nationality.
Should have gone call each other brothers.
Well, God calls us.
Technically, we are brothers, but brothers is not a ethnicity because an ethnicity is a bloodline of you descend from. But hold on, do you understand that though?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you good, but do you understand what I just said? Ethnicity is a bloodline of people you descend from.
Yeah.
I don't descend from somebody called African American. See what I'm saying? That was just created in 1988 by a man named Jesse Jackson. So then before that term came about, they was calling us colored. I don't descend from somebody called colored. Right. Before they called it colored, they called us Negro. I don't descend from somebody named Negro. You see what I'm saying? Mexicans. Y'all don't descend from somebody called Mexican.
Right.
Right? Yeah. So these different things was placed upon us. Right? All oppressors, the conquistadors, which was who y'all was conquered by, they called y'all Mexicans.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans. They oppressors called them Puerto Ricans, which means port of riches, because where they was found at.
Those riches of.
Exactly. So these terms, we got to get away from those and go by what the Most High God, our Father, called us. Right? This is what the Lord calls you. Right? You're right, son. Right? But everybody that has a child, what do they do with that child? Before anything else, they give it a name.
Right.
So what is the name that the Most High God gave to His people?
Our name is Joseph before we were born.
You said what?
Our name was Joseph before we were born.
Right.
So our parents, they oh, we're gonna call you this.
So what did the right? So right, that's the point though. The point is we have a name, right? So it's not just son, or child. No, the Most High God gave us a name. See what I'm saying? Hold that. Go to the book of Isaiah chapter 45.
Can you go back to the Corinthians? You said that you were going
Yeah,
to
we're
try
about to read that right
Okay,
after
all right.
Isaiah.
Because this is what our nation is called. Because we the same people, literally. We literally the same people. Went through the same stuff, all type of stuff. So we're gonna give y'all what our nation is called as a whole, and then we're gonna give y'all what our tribal name is. Right? So go ahead and finish up.
This is Isaiah 45 verse 5. Verse 4, and it reads.
Bring it out.
For Jacob my servant's sake.
Right? For Jacob my servant's sake. So Jacob is one of our progenitors. Right? Jacob, whose name got changed to Israel. Right? Jacob my servant's sake. Go ahead.
In Israel, mine elect.
Jacob had 12 sons, whose name got changed to Israel, which henceforth is why you have the 12 tribes of Israel, because he had 12 sons, right? And from each one of those sons, you have exactly the tribes, right? Go ahead.
It says, I even called you by thy name.
He said, I called you by your name. Read.
I have surnamed
Said, I surnamed you. Why? Because at first, our forefather's name was Jacob, but he changed his name to Israel. In the Hebrew, that means, I got you. In the Hebrew, that's Yashar Allah, which means he prince power, because we have power with the Most High God. We're the princes of the Most High God.
Right.
That's what the word Israel or Yashar Allah means in the Hebrew.
Though thou hast not known
It
me.
said, though thou hast not known me. So this is the Lord saying, look, I named you, I surnamed you, right? Israel, even though you don't know me. Right? Because a lot of our people don't really know the Most High God. We believe in him, right? A lot of our people don't really know him. Like, we don't know what he liked, what he disliked, what's his favorite bird, what's his favorite trees, favorite river, so on and so forth. But the point is, that's our nation. The name of our nation is called Israel. Right? And we teach and we believe that we are the true Israelites. Right? That you read about in the Bible. Right? Why do we say that? Right? Deuteronomy 28:68. This is one of the reasons out of many reasons of why we say that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. Right? Go ahead, read this up.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 58. In the Lord shall bring thee unto
It
Egypt.
said, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt. Now, the word Egypt goes back to the Hebrew word Matzazarian, right? Or Mizraim, which means between two straits. Between two straits is an ancient way of how you would say stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Right.
That's how they would say it back in the ancient time. They would say, hey, I'm between two straits, instead of saying stuck between a rock and a hard place. Obviously associated with what? Being uncomfortable, bondage, or captivity. So now let's read it one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt.
Into Egypt. This is Moses. I know y'all know who Moses is. This is Moses speaking to the Israelites. Read.
Again
It said again, how this time?
with ships.
It said with ships. So now we got to say, all right, hold on. What people on the earth went into slavery via slave ships? And you'll find throughout history none other than your so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Right? The Hispanics and Native Americans went. The Hispanics and Native Americans went into slavery on ships all throughout history, which is 722 BC. You got let's say 1492, 1521 by a man named Juan Cortez, all types of different timelines of where that was happening. A lot of people just associated with us, not understanding that the Hispanics and Native Americans went as well. You understand? Going through the same things that we was going through, right? So that's one of the ways of how we know, because this is talking about a specific group of people. Moses wasn't talking to the whole world at this point.
Right.
Literally talking to his people.
yeah.
Right. He's telling them this is going to happen to you if you don't listen to the words of the Lord.
Yeah.
Right. Let's finish that.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt
Into bondage, slavery, being uncomfortable. Read.
again with sin.
Obviously, that happened to our people. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Read.
And that ye shall be sold to your enemies.
Obviously, we were sold to our enemies, right? Y'all was sold to the conquistadors, we were sold to the English. That's the only reason why we speak two different languages. We were sold to the same thing, guess what? We speak the same language. Right from birth. Right, go ahead.
For bound men and
Slave men,
and bound women,
slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
That word buy in the Hebrew means redeemed. We haven't been redeemed from the hand of those that took us.
Right.
See what I'm saying? We still subjugated to those powers, right? Even in Mexico, right? Even in Mexico, right? Obviously, I got y'all so-called government, right? But it's
be
heavily infiltrated by none other than America. Heavily infiltrated. Gang wars is started all the
I say
time.
there's a lot of corruption. That's not
Right. Well, right.
any government's corruption. I just think people don't bring it to the light.
Right. No, that's 100% facts. So
So,
the
what's her name?
that we
Or
just
we?
that's what we just what's our name?
Issachar.
It's not. You know. I'll tell you one thing.
Issachar. Yeah.
You know how to say Mexican Aztecs? Technically, back then, you know why they call us Aztecs though?
Why?
That's because I don't know. The white man, or whatever. Couldn't
Yeah, I mean,
pronounce.
it is what it is.
So they used to, back then they called us Mexicas.
Shikas.
Mexicas. There's a bunch of tribes.
Well, yeah, we're a tribal people.
Yeah.
One.
There
Yeah,
was,
I mean, that's over there. You know, it's a city in Mexico called Issachar.
yeah.
It's literally a city in Mexico called Issachar.
Well, most people, because Mexicas is hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
So that's why they call it Mexicans, because it's more easier to pronounce.
So,
But I understand what you're saying, though.
yeah, no. Y'all good. Y'all good. So the point is,
I'm gonna ask you, what are we in front?
all praise to the Most High. So the point is, right before y'all leave, we got something that, like I said in the beginning, the Most High God gave everybody a God-given nationality. You understand? Nowadays we go by all these man-made terms. Like there's no such thing as white man or black man. Like I'm not the color of
The sun.
this jacket.
I think,
You see what I'm saying?
I think yeah, people by the nationality, I think it sucks. I think it's better that people just, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, you good. We want y'all to ask questions. So, that's a good question. So, we don't fall under the umbrella of Christianity because we're not under any of those denominations. Now, do we believe in Christ? Of course. Do we follow Christ? Of course. Do we believe in the Most High? Of course. But
Just another.
we don't. So,
You got Lutheran. You got.
that's why I said we're not under the umbrella of Christianity.
Religion.
Because Christianity, we don't believe.
You need to read the same Bible. And they give it.
A Bible doesn't determine what your religion is. Right.
Correct.
So,
But you
hold on,
guys
real
are
quick.
teaching the
Let
same thing,
me
just
explain.
slightly
Let me explain.
denominated in a certain way.
Let me explain. Allow me to explain. There's a lot of things that we defer in teachings in relation to the Christianity church. One being that this is Christ. This is what the Christianity church or Catholicism would pose as Christ, a so-called white man. Even though the Bible literally depicts a so-called white man, a dark-skinned man. It said he was so dark it's like he burned in the furnace.
I agree with you with that.
Right. Just allow me to finish answering this question. So this is one thing that we do not agree with or teach like our Christianity or Catholicism teach. We also don't believe that Christ, who's the Son of God, is literally the Most High God. That's something that Christianity teaches. We don't agree with that. We believe that there are two separate entities, right? We believe that He's the Father, then you got Christ the Son, right? Who was created. We also don't believe, right, that you have something called replacement theology, where you got Christians who they'll replace this with the church. And they'll say anybody that believes is now an Israelite, but that's not what the Bible says.
Right.
The Bible is about a bloodline of people. All throughout the Bible, you hear a bloodline of the Israelites. It goes through the bloodline from Abraham, Isaac to Jacob, and then the 12 tribes of Israel. The Old Testament is goes in the New. So we don't believe that if a Chinese man says, "Oh, I believe in that book, I'm now an Israelite." No, that's not how it works.
Right, right.
Either an Israelite by blood or you're not. That's one or the other. So we don't believe that somebody can just come and just become, because like I said, it's by blood. I can't become a Chinese man. Right. So how? Hold on. I never said somebody can't believe in the Bible. I said them believing in the Bible can't make them an Israelite.
Right.
That's what Christianity teaches. Christianity says, "Oh, if you believe in this, then you're an Israelite." The Bible don't say that. The Bible. So what? Right. The Bible. Well, it's not about it sucking. It's about I can't become a spiritual Chinese man.
Right.
I can't become a spiritual African man. I can't become a spiritual white man. I am what I am based off of my blood. So now, hold on, let me finish. And now, how all of a sudden something that's for us, now all of a sudden everybody can just become a part of because, oh, they believe. I can read as many scrolls and meditate with the monks out in Asia. That doesn't make me an Asian.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Well,
Because...
no, but if you believe in your faith, right? So if they have faith in God, they would believe, they would have faith in Him, right?
Listen, y'all getting what I'm saying, Mr. Street. I'm gonna say it again. I'm not saying that somebody can't believe in this book.
Yeah.
I'm saying that them believing in this book doesn't make them
Israelites.
Right.
That doesn't make you an Israelite.
So
You just somebody that believe in the Bible, which is cool. Okay,
So
do your
Israelites,
thing. But you can't believe in the Bible and start calling yourself an Israelite.
Unless you
Same
are.
way how I can't start believing in Zeus and start calling myself a Greek. I'm not a Greek. That's not my blood. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're saying
It's about
pretty much
blood.
where your blood comes from.
Remember at the beginning, Remember at the beginning I said what? Your ethnicity is a bloodline of people you descend from.
Yeah.
So we literally descend from the Israelites. Y'all literally descend from Israelites. Y'all cannot believe this book. Hold on real quick. Y'all cannot believe this. That doesn't defeat the fact that in y'all blood, y'all Israelites. You see what I'm saying? Go to Psalms chapter. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Go to Psalms chapter 105, verse 5. Say that one more time.
Chinese man, Russians,
Yeah.
white man.
Say that one more time.
Can I be Israelites? Like white man, Chinese man, they cannot be Israelites.
No, that doesn't make them an Israelite.
So
Where do they come from?
if we're all
Hold on, let me finish answering this question. We can answer that one. That's a good question.
that's what I'm asking. We are descendants of God.
Well, we're not descendants from the sun. You talking about Adam and Eve?
Yeah, like so that's where the Bible starts, right? Adam and Eve, they don't know what they look like, they're not like it.
Well, we do know what they look like, but
Okay. Where did all these other people that aren't Israelites come from if they're not from God? Because they can't claim to be from Israel.
so now I'm gonna answer that question, but see what y'all misconstruing again is
Here around the corner.
just because
Yeah, I don't think
we be Psalm 25,
Alright, we'll be- yes,
6,
we'll be
and
good.
Deuteronomy chapter 32.
Yeah, we're gonna think
Man, y'all asked some good questions.
good questions, but we'll keep
And let me answer it real quick.
We gotta go.
Let me answer it real quick.
so. Let him.
Real quick.
Yeah, you're good. You're
So
good.
like you said, because y'all asked the good questions.
Yeah.
And we like I said, we like when people ask questions. So what you're saying is because like if we all come from Adam and Eve, why can't they be an Israelite, right?
There's no.
Was there Israelites during the time of Adam and Eve?
It was just two people.
Well,
Where do
my
you-
point is there was no such thing as an Israelite during the time of Adam and Eve.
Right.
So just because somebody comes from Adam and Eve doesn't make them an Israelite.
But we're from the same.
But remember,
Think about it.
Israelite.
We all have the same.
Hold on. Where does an Israelite come from? Well, how did that start?
Okay, so where did Israel?
That's a good question. Now we talking, right?
All right, we gotta go.
Oh, you just said it. All right, I said for you then. I said for you then.
I'm not bad, bro.
No, you good, you good. I know y'all. I appreciate y'all for giving me your time.
It's because we're in a bachelor party.
Oh, okay, all right. The point is though, the Israelites came from Jacob. So if you don't descend from Jacob, just because you come from Adam don't make you an Israelite.
Okay.
Just like your name is, you don't gotta say the last name or whatever, but if I don't come from that lineage, I can't call myself that particular name. What's going on, King? Shabbat Shalom, King. I praise to the Most High. You too, brother. All right, hey, take that YouTube channel out, brother, on there. All right, y'all guys, show some people. What's going on, King? How you doing, brother? Say that one time.
Y'all Israelites?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What's your nationality?
I'm an Israelite.
All praise to the Most High. All praise.
See how I greeted you?
Yeah, for sure. How you?
I'm most definitely I'm in prison.
Yeah.
Behind the wall.
Hey, those-
Time. You feel me? Like we believe in the old law. You know, like we understand what you were saying. And as the people of Israel, like God said he was only coming to give two people. That was the people of Israel and the people that was in the prison. The only people he said he was coming to give. So, you know, that we are the people.
That's right. That's right. How long you been doing?
I'm 10.
10 years? All
Yeah.
praise to the Most High. All praises. You so with your
I'm out
studies-
of Anderson though, so like I just got out, so it ain't, you know, back in like 2020 they was down here. I guess they vandalizing one of our little spots
Oh, dang.
for the Hebrews. But I
Oh,
don't
you
know if they
talking
was
about-
Hebrews or they was Jews. I don't. It just was a 6 point. I just seen it on the news. We was in prison.
Yeah.
But we thought it was our people, but that was the only people that got Israelites, like the church and stuff that we can go to. But I'm already out of Anderson though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of my people from that's in the system and stuff, we all do
Sure.
we believe in.
All praise to the
Always.
Most High, man. That's
You know what I'm
beautiful.
saying? Yahweh, you know, they call it whatever, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
Yahweh
yeah.
all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
But yeah, I love what y'all do, man. I be seeing people everywhere, but I never really just had, since I'm out trying to get my life together and work and stuff, I never had a time to stop. So when I do have a time and I see y'all out here, I'm most definitely show my blessings.
All praise to the Most High, man. All praise to the Most High God. So like even with you feel me, like you say, you learning, you know, in prison, man. That's a beautiful thing. Not beautiful that y'all in there, but beautiful in the fact that the word, right? It ain't nowhere the word can't go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's beautiful that you.
The Israelite, we are the people, and if you ain't understanding that, then you don't understand the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You don't even understand what you read. Because they said no other religion, none of that. You know, so.
That's right. We gotta make sure we doing. We gotta make sure we doing what we supposed to do according to what the Most High God commanded us to do. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, what's it all about?
Being
What's the
righteous
man-
of our people, because we was
Right.
born in sin. Ain't nobody perfect.
That's a
God,
fact.
he was perfect, and they still dragged him through Israel. You know, because he believed in his people.
Right, for sure, 100%. With that being said, what's the ultimate goal?
Man, just leave
What we
a-
trying to get to though?
Yeah, just
We
a
trying to get
legacy,
somewhere.
Just leave a good legacy, man, and teach people. We was only put on this earth to do two things: teach and dog. Now, all about what you teach is what you teach. You're gonna teach good, bad, or ugly, you know. But we're gonna all go back to the motherland where it all started. From the dirt we come, from the dirt we go, bro.
Right.
It's all about your legacy.
We trying to get to the kingdom.
Right, right, right.
That's
And
that
if you
ultimate
go-
goal.
And if you go at
Like,
peace, if you go at peace and you know you did right by everybody, and you let Yahweh fight your battles, you ain't try to fight them. You
Right,
know?
right.
I ain't perfect. I ain't speaking
Right,
like
right,
I'm
right,
perfect.
right, right.
Listen,
Nah,
I
we
just did
understand.
10.
We
You heard me?
understand.
I just did 10 years in the pen, bro. Like hard time, bro. So I ain't speaking perfect. I'm just speaking truth, bro. Like
Yeah, no, it's a fact.
because you got people like that don't even understand it, and you got Christianity, and we can go on about
Right,
them,
right.
like raping kids and all type of.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. Give me Matthew 19 and 16. Brother, for sure. That's right. No, that's a fact, though. Right? And then after that, get 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 6.
Yeah, y'all be having little sections.
So, right here, So right here is where we predominantly at the most for the most part. We either here or we out west on 29th.
outside or just, I'm talking
Yeah,
about at nighttime on
outside.
the weekend and shit.
Yeah, so like Fridays and Saturdays, we either right here outside or we somewhere on 29th, not somewhere, but on 29th and MLK out west, or we out east.
Okay.
Right, out east somewhere on Post Road. So right now we ain't got a building. We working towards trying to get one.
Yeah.
But for now we just out here. We trying to reach where the
Man,
people.
I like what y'all doing. Hey, listen, it only took one to build a foundation, you know. So, like I said, I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man.
Yeah, did I give you a flyer when you first came? Yeah, for sure. Tap in with us. You got the YouTube channel on there, some email on there too. Hit us up. You ever got any questions? I'm trying to see where we gonna be at.
Some of my brothers, bro, probably could get y'all tapped in with one of my guys down here. He just got out. He a mentor. Like, he just got out of prison. He back in there. You know what I'm saying? And probably can send y'all some work y'all way, bro. Where y'all can go in there and speak for the Hebrew like
We actually been trying to look into doing stuff like that, but they only let people, which that's not to say this is not what we're gonna do, but you gotta have like 501c3, you got, or
That's what I'm saying.
what's
I'm
the
trying
name?
to tap y'all into a person that got all of that. When I say he just got out from doing 20 years and he back in the prison, that's what he do. He's a mentor now. He back in there, you feel me? And for y'all to get in there with my brothers, because, bro, I just got out. I ain't been out 2-3 months. And we only got service on Monday, where we got a little section, and then we got Saturdays. That's it. That's it. That's all we got for the
I was just saying, hey, hit that email for real, King. You get a chance. Hit that email.
And I got some people that tap in with y'all, bro, for real, like, not no talking or nothing, but like, bro, he moved down here just to work for them people to go back off in there, bro. And he, like I said, he just did 20 years, bro. For some weird stuff that I don't respect, but hey, but he back in there and he gonna take you to a higher level, bro. Like, he gonna point you in the right direction, and he down here.
We want to reach to everybody. We want to get it to everybody, man.
Yep, I'm gonna definitely send him the picture of the flyer soon. I get in the car. She gonna remind me. You feel me?
Yeah, tell him hit us up, man, for sure.
Yeah,
like I said, we want to get it to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We want to get it to our people, whether they out west, out east, downtown partying, or if
But
they
like I said, I'm
in
in Anderson, so
man.
you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to bring you a different, because we got Hebrew lights. We got Hebrew lights down there too. But we got a bunch of Hebrew lights down there, bro, and they solid. Just came home from the joint, but like I said, we don't got no church, and you know how people is, man.
Yeah. It's all big.
You know how people is. You know what I'm saying, man. But hey, it is what it is. As long as we got level mindeds like y'all, because y'all can be doing anything else right now on this Friday night, and y'all still preaching that word, bro, because y'all know it's something good, bro. Like, we don't got control of this world, bro. It's a hobby. If you don't believe in Yahweh, the higher power, bro, then you gotta do it now. You know, like, I done survived lives.
And the Lord said, the fool in his heart said, there is no God.
That's
The Lord,
a fool.
in Psalm 19:1, he said, the Lord is known through his judgment. Lord, bring this out real fast.
The book of Matthew, the 19th and verse 16.
Bring it out.
It says, and behold, one came and said unto him, good master, what good things should I do that I may have eternal life? And he said to him, why callest thou me good? There's no good but one, that is God.
Right, that's the Most High, right? He's the one that's good to go in.
But if thou enter to life, keep the commandments.
So if you want to enter in the light, keep the commandments. Right, and that's what it comes down to. And that's kind of what you spoke on in relation to what? How we treat our people.
Thou shalt not judge. The number one sin of it all. Thou shalt not judge. Our people, we so judgmental in this world.
I would say that
the judgment kill everything. A person to judge you with and you don't got nothing. That's the number one sin.
Well, I would say that if you saying that's what our people do a lot, okay, I can pick up what you put down. But the first sin, or not sin, but the first sin, greatest commandment is thou shalt not have any other gods right before the Most High. Right, you gotta love the Most High God with all your heart and all your soul. Right, if you loving the Most High God, what that mean? Love the action verse. You gonna do what He told you to do. Right? To the best of your ability.
You gonna do what He told you to do. But what man walk on this earth and really support something and that they never seen, or we can only feel in their spirit. We can only, you feel me, when we duck these cases or duck these bullets or duck life, we can only feel in their spirit and talk to them at the end of the day. We are gods. We was built as gods. So we have to love and cherish the ones that we have around us, bro. You feel me?
100%.
We have to cherish, because no matter what we do, bro, you and me both know, like, and I've really been Hebrew longer than 10 years. I just been locked in all that for 10 years, you feel me? Just really tapped into it, let it build with me, everything. But, bro, like, as walking, we all God bodies on this earth, you feel me? So as walking through as God bodies, we have to love and cherish the ones that we hold close to each other. That's what get us to heaven. If I treat a person that's next to me, I treat my brother right, and I treat him with genuine love, not I want something back or nothing. God, Yahweh gonna give us our blessings. Right. I'm walking through life. I'm walking through life, bro. Nah, I'm saying, oh man, he got a chain on. Right.
Covetousness, you hear me?
Yeah, jealousy.
Yeah.
That take a man, bro. Listen, you don't got to do nothing to nobody out here. 2025, man. Jealousy is a lot, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's why the Lord told us not to covet, though. That's one of the commandments.
Right.
That's why He told us don't cherish nothing, don't get into the fame, don't love the jury, don't love the money. That's why He wants us to cherish. But our God is a jealous God, though.
Right, because He don't want us worshiping other gods.
He is a jealous God because He didn't do nothing wrong. But He know we was born in sin, so we don't sin every day long too. We don't just keep making the same dumb sinning and sinning that's really not even.
You don't want to walk in sin. There's a difference between being a sinner and then
walking in sin.
See what I'm saying? We
know.
all may do sin or fall. We'll say we all may fall short, but you don't want to be somebody that's always bathing and basking in sin.
It ain't gonna till the day we take our last breath. We ain't gonna never stop making mistakes.
We are these vile bodies, but that's why we need the Most High God and the Son even more and more and more, and making sure we reforming our mind, because reforming your mind is part of being that new creature. Being that new creature is killing the old man. So those old things that you used to do, those old things that I used to do, we gotta put that to rest. See what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's the way.
From the races, from the slavery.
Right, but that's the ways of death.
Right? Always.
Go to Ezra chapter 17. At the end of the day,
Ezra, from the 7th verse 10, and it reads.
Bring it out.
Look me up on Facebook, Jermaine Barnes. You can find me on any social site, Jermaine Barnes. That's my government name, that's what my mom's name, that's what I go by. You know what I'm saying? If I can't go by my government name, something wrong. I'm doing something wrong.
It says, for Ezra had prepared his heart to seek the law of the Lord.
It said Ezra prepared his heart and his mind to seek the law of the Most High. And that's what we got to do every day. Every day we want to seek the law of the Lord. Because when we seeking the law of the Most High God, we understand that, okay, I know the Lord delights in this. I know the Lord likes this. I know the Lord don't like this. So let me stay out of the way of the things that He don't like, and let me go into the ways that He do like. You understand? That's just like if you're in a relationship, you want to know your partner. You want to know what they like and what they don't like. And you want to make sure that you stand in the way of what they do like more than the things that they don't like. Right? Same thing with the Most High God. So it said Ezra prepared his heart, meaning his mind, to seek the law of the Lord. Also, when you're seeking the law of the Most High God, you understand what to repent from. Because the laws that you don't know, you could be committing or breaking those or walking in those breaking those laws and not even know that that's that we've got to be keeping, right? The knowledge is power. When you gain that knowledge, that's when you want to repent and ask the Most High God for forgiveness, and He's merciful to forgive as well. Right? Go ahead and bring this up.
It says, for Ezra had prepared his heart to seek the law of the Lord.
And for Ezra prepared his heart to seek the law of the Lord. Go ahead.
And to do it.
And to what?
And to do it.
And to do it. So when we seek the law of the Lord, we want to also put forth them actions to do it as well. Go ahead.
And to teach in Israel.
And to teach in Israel, our people, go ahead.
Statutes and judgments.
We want to make sure we be in that light to our people, teaching our people the way, teaching our people what we ought to stay in. Just like how you came up talking, you know, but we got to make sure that we performing it to the best of our ability and teach our people that as well. You know what I'm saying? And if we should do that, hey, like Peter said in the book of 1 Peter or 2 Peter 1 and 10, shall fare well with one another. Hey, good boy.
What up?
Keep the camera on me.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
We got the 1611, we got the apocrypha.